And what we have to understand as Americans is there's a huge difference between free market capitalism, which makes a nation more efficient, more prosperous, and democratic, and the kind of corporate crony capitalism, which is what we have in this country right now, and which has been embraced by this White House, which is as antithetical to efficiency, prosperity, and democracy in America as it is in Nigeria. And you know, there's nothing wrong with corporations. They're a great thing. They drive our economy. They encourage people to assemble wealth and then to risk it. But they should not be running our government, because they don't want the same thing for America as the American people want. They don't want free markets. They don't want democracy. They want profits. And the best way for them to get profits too often is to use our campaign finance system, which is just a system of legalized bribery, to get their hooks into a public official and use that public official to dismantle the marketplace, give them a competitive edge or monopoly control, and then allow them to privatize the commons, to steal our treasury, to steal our air, our water, et cetera. And they're liquidating America. And that's why, from the beginning of our national history, our greatest political leaders, our most visionary Republican and Democrat, have warned America repeatedly against the domination of corporate power. Teddy Roosevelt, a Republican, said that America would never be destroyed by a foreign enemy, but he warned that our democratic institutions would be subverted from within by malefactors of great wealth who would use connivance and campaign contributions to steal them from us. Dwight Eisenhower, a Republican, in his most famous speech ever, warned America against the domination by the military-industrial complex. Abraham Lincoln, the greatest Republican in our history, said during the height of the Civil War, I have the South in front of me, and I have the bankers behind me. And for my country, I fear the bankers more. And Franklin Roosevelt, during World War II, said that the domination of government by corporate power is, quote, the essence of fascism. And Benito Mussolini, who had an insider's view of that process, said essentially the same thing. He complained that fascism should not be called fascism. It should be called corporatism, because it was the merger of state and corporate power. And what we have to understand in our country is that the domination of business by government is called communism. And the domination of government by business is called fascism. And what we have to do, what our job is to walk that narrow trail in between, which is free market capitalism and democracy, and keep big government at bay with our right hand and big business at bay with our left. And in order to do that, we need an informed public that can recognize all the milestones of tyranny, and we've already passed some of those way back over the last 7 years. And we need an aggressive and independent press that is willing to stand up and speak truth to power. And we no longer have that in the United States of America, and that is a very, very dangerous harbinger for our democracy.